Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. You may have remembered a bit of a hoopla over CJ Chickenhawk Grisham. This is from August. 3 videos from August 17th and August 18th with me dealing with CJ Grisham. Now, at the time, CJ Grisham was holding himself out as an attorney, and he was not showing up on the State Bar of Texas website as a licensed attorney. And so I suggested, and I stand by all 3 of these videos, I nailed it dead on, that number 1, he was not licensed. Number 2, he was practicing under the supervision of another attorney. And number 3, that he was waiting for November to get his bar results. So I'm pretty happy with my predictive powers, my deductive insight. And anyway, as luck would have it, in November, or October, I should say, in October, CJ got his bar results. So awesome, blossom, he got his bar results. Now, just as a matter of fact, if he just got his bar results on October 12th, then he had not passed the bar prior to October 12th. He was waiting for November to sue a judge, and yeah, that's what it was. He was going to sue a judge, and he had said that he was going to wait till November. And I challenged him to a debate, and he never debated me. So I don't know, that's kind of rude. It's kind of rude that he would never debate me on something, especially when he's holding himself out to be an expert, and that he has a method by which he can sue a judge and prevail. But he wouldn't debate me, so that kind of sucks. I was kind of upset with that. But anyway, he got his bar results, and guess what? He passed. Our boy Chickenhawk passed. Grisham, Christopher J. C.J. Grisham. That is his bar number, his Texas State bar number. And then this asterisk here, this asterisk means that as of when this was released, which would have been sometime around October 12th of 2022, he had not yet completed an eligibility requirement, meaning at that time he was not eligible to practice law except probably under the provisional requirements where he would practice law under a licensed practicing attorney who had to be present for all of the court appearances and things like that. And you're going to say, well, John, that was 3 weeks ago. So certainly our boy CJ is a licensed practicing attorney now, and he no longer needs to have another attorney be present for him who is licensed to practice. And to that I would say, I don't think so, because he's not showing up. This is all the Grishams, and there is no Christopher J. Grisham in this list. And you can also search by his bar number. You can see I can't copy that. Why not? 58731. I can't copy that. We'll try this. We'll try that. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Fat fingered it all over the place. Bar card number 58731. 58731. No fun and games. Let's submit. Oh, look, no result. So I'm going to say that he's still not an attorney. I'm not going to say he's practicing law illegally, but I am going to say at this point he has not completed all of his eligibility requirements, and so he is not an eligible to practice attorney. Well, anyway, he got arrested today for jaywalking, because, attorneys who get arrested for jaywalking are the best attorneys. So this is going to be awesome. This is 18 minutes. I am playing it on 2 times speed. It might be a little bit hard to understand. I apologize about that. But I don't want to make this into a 3-hour-long video. So let's go. It starts off, just so you know, so we're all on the same page. I'm at 0 minutes and 0 seconds. And you can see that there's cops already searching the vehicle. Now, normally cops can search a vehicle for essentially one reason. And that essentially one reason is probable cause. Either probable cause for an arrest, in which case they could do the search incident to arrest, which includes the wingspan. So anything basically within the wingspan of the arrested person. So if they arrest him in a vehicle, then they could search all the areas of that vehicle that he could have reached while he was in the vehicle. And the wingspan moves with them, so you know anywhere they go, they can search within arm's reach of them, just to keep them from destroying evidence or accessing a weapon. Now, the other probable cause they could do is probable cause there's actually something in there, and that's the Carroll doctrine, I think it is, the vehicle search exception. And so you can search without a warrant as long as you have probable cause that something is in the car that's contraband. Now, if you're looking for something like a bazooka, you can't go into containers that are too small to contain the bazooka. But if you're looking for something like drugs, pretty much sky's the limit, right? You can pretty much go into just about anything to search. So the stop has already happened. We don't know why the stop happened. They're already searching the vehicle. It looks like the occupants are out of the vehicle, and go.
So we've got a gang task force here that are stopping what look like members of the Mongols biker club. They've been harassing these guys all day long and yesterday because they're in town for like a meeting. Hey, y'all, don't answer any questions.
That is solid advice, except he shouldn't be inserting himself in the police stop.
No matter what they ask you, don't answer any questions.
This is riveting stuff, I know. And the cops seem to be real jerks. Boy, look at them just harassing the videographer.
Just harassing bikers, calling them a gang.
If they are members of the Mongols call themselves an outlaw biker gang. I don't know about that. And there have been several Mongols that were convicted of racketeering, I think, and RICO charges. So, so it sounds like they're part of an organized crime syndicate to me. So,
looking for stuff that's not there.
How does he know that they're looking for stuff that isn't there? And just spoiler alert, there was in fact something there.
See all these cars that they got, these unmarked cars and trucks over here. No front license plate over there.
Oh no, CJ, you should definitely report them for not having a front license plate on their police cruiser.
This is in Midland. Apparently the First Amendment doesn't exist in Midland.
Why doesn't the First Amendment exist in Midland? What have they done to chill freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of association, freedom of the press? What have they done? What have they done to chill the freedom to petition the government for redress of grievances?
You're not allowed to associate, apparently.
Were they stopped because of the association? How do you know why and how they were stopped? Were you there when they were stopped?
They're looking for something that's not there. They probably had another fake K9. So they've been doing fake K9 hits all day and night on Mongo
How do you know they're fake? And again, spoiler alert, they find something.
vehicles.
And I don't see a K9, so why are you suggesting that they did a fake K9 alert?
Hey, you don't have to do that. You don't have to volunteer to do that. I'm talking to her.
I don't think they're volunteering. I think they're checking them for gang tattoos.
Not you. I'm talking to her. Well, then just ignore me then. Ignore me. Hey, just ignore me, buddy. I don't know why they're volunteering. Don't let them do it.
I don't think they're volunteering.
They need a warrant to search you.
Well, so if they need a warrant, then fine. But I don't think they need a warrant to take pictures of tattoos, of gang tattoos.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. It's called free speech. You should think about it.
Again, these cops are being real assholes so far. Just terrible. They're being terrible to you, CJ. You should sue.
I'm in Midland. The so-called gang unit is harassing bikers.
Now it's a so-called gang unit. Why is it a so-called gang unit, CJ? So exciting. I'm glad he's documenting this.
So y'all just harassed another bunch of innocent people.
Think about all the atrocious crimes that these cops would have committed had he not been there recording. And CJ is already proclaiming them to be innocent. So I'm sure that's going to sway them, CJ. I'm sure they really care about your opinion of whether or not they're innocent.
Didn't you? You feel better about yourselves?
And why is he trying to insert himself in the stop? Why doesn't he just sit there and record?
Keeping no one safe, harassing innocent people.
Oh, someone's getting arrested. Now, just FYI, I don't believe that just because this guy is arrested means he's guilty. I just want to be clear on that. Just because he's arrested doesn't mean he's guilty. But I've never defended an innocent person. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I've never defended an innocent person. I hope to someday defend an innocent person. That would be a sweet change of pace. Haven't done so yet.
Hey, don't delete that. I'm going to FOIA that.
And no, I don't have any pending criminal cases. So all the ones that I've had have been resolved. Just FYI. Oh, you're telling people that your clients are guilty? No, I'm telling people that my ex-clients were guilty. But, everything's already been decided on those cases.
You too. Don't delete that. I'm going to FOIA that.
Oh no, you're going to FOIA the pictures they took of you. This is such a waste of time. And it's such an empty thread. It's not like, why? They don't care, dude. They literally don't care. They literally don't care.
None of your business? Yeah, none of your business? None of your business? I don't answer questions. And if you solicit a trespass, I'll sue your ass. You can't solicit a trespass. But go ahead and try. I understand you don't like free speech and you hate accountability. I got a camera. So
what is soliciting a trespass, and why can you sue for soliciting a trespass? I have been an attorney now for at least 1 full year. Now, just a family law attorney and not in Texas. But I have done some Googling on solicit a trespass, and I can't find where, why, or how that is something you can sue over. So what the cop is trying to do is he's trying to find someone who has apparent authority over the property. He's going to ask them, hey, that guy out there, can you trespass him? Can you authorize us to trespass him? And people normally agree with the cops. Now, I think that's pretty shitty, but I don't think it's illegal, and I don't think it's anything you can sue over, because at the end of the day, it's the property owner or the person with apparent authority over the property who's making the decision to trespass you. So the cops can ask. The cops can ask. The cops can go up to someone and say, hey, do you want to charge this person with assaulting you? And you could say, yes. I mean, the cops can ask. So I don't know where this guy went to law school, but hey, he passed the bar. He must know something. I just have no idea what soliciting a trespass is. And again, it might be just because I'm not a Texas attorney. They might have some form of tort action for soliciting a trespass that I'm not aware of. I just haven't been able to find it. So that means that sounds unusual to me.
it's a deadly weapon to a cop. Here's the camera.
They don't seem to care about you filming them. I think more they care about you talking into them and trying to distract them from what they're doing.
Oh, darn, you can't trespass me. That sucks. It's none of your business if I'm supposed to be here. I can be wherever I want. It's public. Yeah, this is public.
How's it going, man? I'm sorry.
I don't care. I'm not going to shake your hand. You're over here harassing people.
Give me my card, though.
Okay, I'll take your card.
Yeah. You got a card or anything?
Nope, I'm not going to identify.
Who are you with?
Myself.
Yourself?
Yeah.
You a lawyer?
I'm a lawyer.
A lawyer? Okay. Are you the same one that was on the phone the other day, I guess?
Probably.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough, man.
If you've been...
So, by the way, the lawyer thing, technically, because he studied the law, he's a lawyer. This is a technical thing. Technically, he's a lawyer. I don't believe he can call himself an attorney at law, but I think I think he is. I think he's technically a lawyer. Now he's calling himself Esquire, and I'm not sure entirely on that since he does not appear to be eligible to practice. He's not on the list as eligible to practice. So, but I mean, these are just technicalities. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not suggesting anybody snitch on him. I don't like snitches. I don't think you should do that. His behavior is between him and the bar, and I don't think anybody else should get in between it. I'm just saying that I'm not entirely sure that that's completely kosher.
Harassing my guys. I'm the lawyer you've been talking to. It's harassment. This is harassment.
And those are his guys. The Mongols are CJ's guys, and this is apparently harassment because they've arrested somebody.
It's harassment because why? Because he's got a sweater on?
Do you know why they got pulled over?
I know why. Why is the gang unit pulling these guys over? I know exactly why you're doing
Or gang
it.
unit.
Yeah.
Why is the gang unit pulling these guys over? I know exactly why you're doing it. Really? Like, is the police report going to say they pulled him over because of the gang insignias in an SUV where presumably they would be sitting down and the biker patches would be plastered against the backs of the seats that they're sitting in, not visible to passersby? I mean, how could you tell a guy's wearing a Mongol's vest or a Mongol's hoodie if he's sitting in an SUV? Explain that to me, CJ. Why are you arguing with the cop on the side of the road in the first place? So normally you argue with the opposing attorney in front of the judge, not with the cop. You're not gonna change the cop's mind. You're not gonna convince him of anything, and the cop already thinks he's doing the right thing. The judge is someone who's theoretically neutral, and the judge you can theoretically convince that you're right and the cop was wrong. Don't argue with the cop. Save it for court. Argue in front of the judge so that the judge can make the decision. If it's just you and the cop has authority to do lots of things that kind of suck. And the old adage goes, you can beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride.
They're not a gang. That's not a documented gang. Now, have you not read the case law on this issue?
Which one?
The case law on this issue. You want to go get out of my car?
Yeah.
Have you not read the case law on the issue? The cop does not give a fuck about your case law, CJ. Cops, my understanding of what cops do, having spoken with cops for various things, is that they have people, usually attorneys, who work with the department, in the department, who educate people in the department. Like some decision will come down and that guy will go out and be like, okay, so just so you know, we can't do things this way anymore. We've got to do things this way. Or maybe it gets filtered through the chief or through lieutenants or whoever. But there's someone with an understanding of the law, usually an attorney, who's going to disseminate information that will eventually filter down either through the attorney or through command staff to the sergeants and deputies and officers and etc. So talking to a cop about case law on the side of the road is just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's how you can get my car, don't you? No, you'll see it in court. Don't worry, because I'm gonna be suing every single one of you.
He doesn't care. Dude, he doesn't care. He was messing with you. Look at the man. He laughed at you. He mocked you. You are ridiculous to him. I'll bet you he doesn't even think you're an attorney. And CJ seems to think, I get it. When I was a brand new attorney, I thought I was all big and bad because now I'm an attorney, and I thought it was going to get me things that I couldn't otherwise get. And generally speaking, you're just a dude still. Like, you don't have any power or authority as an attorney. You're just a dude. You're just a dude with Esquire after your name.
It's in this district too, so you might want to look up your own district.
Cops don't research case law, you knucklehead. But I will say that cop was very effective at distracting CJ while these other guys resolved the issues that they were having and got the guy into custody, etc. So good job to that officer for distracting the knucklehead who's filming him and letting the other officers basically do everything without any further interruption.
Here's the card I got.
Good job. You got a
Sergeant
card.
Jason Clare. Oh, so we know it's Midland PD, so that's good. It's not feds.
The marked police cruiser right there should have been a pretty good indication that it's not feds.
When y'all are done with the stop, pull up the First Amendment and read it. The part about freedom of association and assembly. Yeah, try that one.
Yeah, so an attorney who's thinking that just the bare words of the Constitution are sufficient to give you an understanding of what is and isn't acceptable as far as freedom of association goes.
If you want to know where the gang is, it's the guys with the red and blue lights. That's the real gang.
Look, I'm not a big fan of the police either, but calling them a gang is ridiculous. Guns cap. Good job protecting their rights so far, CJ. Doing a
Think that's
bang-up
coming, right?
job.
All they're doing is harassing these guys. That's it.
That's it. Oh, I guess this guy isn't arrested. Anyway, harassing Nieves v. Bartlett. It doesn't matter why you think the cops are retaliatory or anything like that. The only issue is that whether or not they have probable cause to make the arrest. If they have probable cause to make the arrest, it's not retaliatory. It's not harassment. As long as they have probable cause.
Yeah, well, anything is talking way too much. But I'll talk to him when this is over.
He's right. Any talking to the police is way too much talking.
Wearing a sweater is not a crime.
I don't believe anybody gets arrested for wearing a sweater.
See, now they're pulling them out one by one. All they gotta do is catch them in one. You know, one person's just gonna say one thing different. Never talk to the police, ever. Never. Don't answer questions, don't consent to search, nothing. Do not answer questions, nothing.
That's good advice.
They do not like that I'm filming over here.
They don't really seem to care.
Oh, he just pulled him behind the cruiser, so I can't see. They just hate, there's nothing they can do to me. I don't think they're recording anything.
How would you know?
Well, I
if
got my
they're
gun on my hip, so
recording
he's keeping
anything?
an eye on me. And it's got a nice red handle, a red open carry Texas handle. So it's pretty obvious that I'm armed. And of course he walked right up to me. They tried to trespass me over here at this business here. Tried to go in there and trespass me. I just moved to the easement. I mean, obviously they're not a threat. They're handing them phones and stuff.
Yep, those tyrannical police giving them back their property. How dare those cops act like that? The thin blue line gang giving people their stuff back. Oh, so it's the guy in the brown shirt who got arrested.
Are y'all done with the stop? Are you done with the stop? Are they free to go? Okay.
And then
Hang on a second. I'm with you guys.
jaywalking.
Hey, I'm you guys' attorney.
Now, I don't know if he is or isn't their attorney. If he's not their attorney, then you probably shouldn't say, I am your attorney. If he is their attorney, then I'm wondering why he has to tell them that he's their attorney. So that may or may not be an issue. That it may be an ethics violation to solicit them if they are not, in fact, his clients already. You guys have probably heard about ambulance chasers before. Most states have drafted laws or rules of professional conduct that prevent attorneys from ambulance chasing, which would include finding people who've just been arrested or had some sort of a criminal encounter and seeking to represent them, usually for pecuniary gain, i.e. for money. Now, I'm not suggesting that he is doing this because he does go ahead and say somebody sent him. So, but if he's not already representing them, then that could be an issue. Now, something that is an issue is recording your conversations with your clients and broadcasting them to the general public. Generally speaking, attorneys have a duty of confidentiality, which you kind of breach by broadcasting your conversations with your client. So if they are his client, he shouldn't be broadcasting the conversation. If they're not his client, he shouldn't be soliciting. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm just at a loss here of WTF. I don't understand why he thinks this was a good idea, but he's about to get arrested for jaywalking.
Three goes to me. So what's he get arrested for?
Found a coke spoon underneath the seat.
Okay.
They found a cocaine spoon underneath the seat, which is, a pretty flimsy, shitty thing to arrest somebody for, but it's technically a crime, so okay.
The Class B misdemeanor?
Excuse me, Class C misdemeanor.
And there he goes. He got arrested for jaywalking. So congratulations, CJ. I honestly hope that doesn't impact your bar passage. That would really suck if it did. I don't think that getting arrested for jaywalking it involves any moral turpitude, but I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.